The Wanderer. Easily the most mysterious character in the entire Fortnite storyline. We originally learned of this character's existence at the end of Chapter 5 Season 2, when the Oracle told us a final prophecy after Hope and Jones had defeated Zeus.
Storm clouds gather. The Wanderer draws near. Even in the darkness, hope will guide you.
But who is the Wanderer, and what's his goal? This has caused many fans out there to theorize the identity of the Wanderer, as it's safe to assume that this is a returning character, which I am here to say yes, he is. And we've actually been building up to this character since all the way back in Chapter 4, Season 1, as the Wanderer was actually mentioned by none other than the Rift Warden Stellan, who referred to him as the Shapeless Man.
There is a being, a shapeless man. He watches us with dark purpose.
Sound familiar? As I don't know about you guys, but he's looking pretty shapeless to me. But not convinced yet? That's fine, I got one more piece of evidence to bring forward. So Stellan throughout his story quest often told us about the dreams he was given by the Shapeless Man, which ultimately led to him joining the Oathbound Empire and working with the Ageless on the Rift Gate.
I came to the Earthbound at the order of the Shapeless Man. He yearns for a Rift Gate, and if we fail, he may destroy us.
Now let's fast forward to this current season. Doesn't this whole vision thing sound a little familiar?
Something about being around these gems. It makes me feel, I don't know, nauseous, but in a good way. And this headache. And the visions.
Suddenly, when the Wanderer is on the island, Hope is having these visions similar to what Stellan had experienced. The Wanderer and the Shapeless Man are the same being. Their goal for over a chapter now was to escape Pandora's box to carry out their true intentions. However, it took them until just last season to escape, as back in Chapter 4, the Riftgate plot was foiled by Jules when she sabotaged the Riftgate, realizing it would lead to the destruction of the island. But since Hope is now hiding what the Wanderer is showing her, nobody will be able to foil their plans this time. But that brings us back to why you originally clicked on this video. What is the identity of the Wanderer? I would say the community has narrowed it down to two options, both of which are very possible, but one is far more likely. And no, he's not Dr. Doom. Please read a Marvel comic. He does not act like this. But on the topic of Marvel, our first potential candidate was introduced to us through the Zero War comics, which we know next season will actually be a follow-up to. So let's discuss if the Wanderer is Geno. And for anyone unfamiliar with Geno, he was the leader of the Imagined Order, aka the main antagonist of chapters 1 through 3. And at the end of the comics, he was tackled by his daughter the Imagined into the Zero Point, which caused them to be scattered across realities, where we eventually saw him reforming himself in a place that has an eerily similar color to what we could see inside of Pandora's box. So could the Wanderer be Geno reforming himself? And I'll admit, for a while, I leaned towards this theory as well, but one simple thing made this unlikely. We know what Geno looks like. He has a true form. Hell, we even know what his younger snapshot looks like, as he is the Ageless. So Geno doesn't match the Shapeless description, nor do his goals line up with the Wanderer. But you know who does share these similarities with the Wanderer? Is the Nothing. But who is the Nothing, you may be asking? We were originally introduced to them all the way back in Chapter 3, Season 4 via the Bytes quest, where we heard the Nothing speaking to Bytes through old TVs in order to recruit him to the last reality.
We see you're finally prepared to face your fate. But first, you must prove yourself.
Starting to sound a little bit familiar? The Nothing, as their name suggests, is literally nothing. Just pure darkness. Yet another similarity to the Wanderer. Finally, both characters have also been described as creating a world of pure darkness. So I honestly think it's safe to conclude that the Wanderer is most likely the Nothing. But I will close out this video by saying, this is all just one big theory. Obviously things can change as both this season's story goes on and when next season starts. But I think that at least narratively, it does make the most sense for the Wanderer to be the Nothing. And I think it would be awesome if for the end of Chapter 5, we finally get to have a proper conclusion to the last reality storyline that has been going on for years now.